enjoy tea time with Shebrew Royalty. Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy tea time with Shebrew Royalty. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
Shalawam, shalawam, sisters. Shalawam, peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to you. Come on in. Come on in. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Sister Adana, shalawam. So good to see you. Shalawam, Sister Adana. Awesome. Good to see you. Good to see you. You are here bright and early. All praises to the Most High. All praises. Sisters, as you come in, please do me a favor and hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already done so. Let us get this royal tea party started. Let us do that. Come on in. Please hit that like button. Let me know that you are here. Post something in the comment box as you come in. Let me know that you're here. Shalawam, Khan, Sister Adana, the water for being on time and for letting me know that you are here. So before I go any further, let us first give a big shout out, a praise to the Almighty. AHAYAH, ASHAR, AHAYAH. I am that I am, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews, in the name of his son, YASHAYA, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit, Rawach, Qadash. I am your hostess, Qala Yakachaa, and I humbly thank you for joining me on this broadcast today. It's so good to see you, and to know that you are here. So let's talk. Let's have a conversation. How was your week? Let me know, how was your week? How was your Shabbat? I pray that you had a blessed week and a restful Shabbat. Aquat Sierra, you are here. Shalawam. Shalawam. The water, sis. The water, sis. And I know you are as well, beautiful. I know you are. I know you are. How are you? It's so good to see you all. I can just see your smiling faces out there, your beautiful smiling faces. My week was busy. It was busy and productive. So it's good when you're not only busy, but you're productive, right? So I am working on creating some new products, which we'll talk about later. So yeah, this past week was pretty busy. I took a course and an exam for recertification for my credentials as a functional nutrition informed professional. And so this week was busy. I had a lot going on, but like I said, really productive. And the weather was weird. The weather was cold. It was so cold here. Oh my goodness gracious. I think that the worst is behind us now, though. Sister Habkarat, so good to see you. Shalawam, shalawam, good to see you. Yeah, we had a cold week, and yesterday on Shabbat it was rainy and cold and just real misty and cloudy. And today, voila, we had some beautiful sunshine. Well, yesterday, because it's already past sundown, so we're into a whole other day. But yeah, it was a busy week, and like I said, cold. But we made it through. We made it through the week, and like I said, very productive. So how about you? How about you, sisters? What was your week like? Were you busy? Was it cold for you all as well? Some of you out there in California, I don't know what kind of weather you're having right now, but I know you went through that really rainy spell there and cold. Yes, Sister Sarah says, "Con, my week was nice and my weekend was so relaxing. All praises." Made some cough syrup for the babies because they all had a cough. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. They're feeling better. All praises to the Most High. All praises. So yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, a lot of people are coming down with a lot of stuff, and I think it has to do with this change in weather. And for those that suffer from asthma, these weeks and days have been really wreaking havoc on those that deal with asthma, with the fluctuation of the hot and the cold and the rain and the sun, and it's been so up and down. So yeah, a lot of people are having flu symptoms and colds and asthma. Yeah, so we just pray that everyone gets well, is doing better, and stays healthy. So before moving forward, let us talk about what this channel is not. So let me start by saying Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. We get that. We get it. We understand, and that's okay. But if you happen upon this channel and you realize that you don't agree with our beliefs, our lifestyle, it's okay. Keep searching YouTube, and I'm sure that you will find your perfect cup of tea. You owe that to yourself. And I'm sure that if you continue to search, you will also find your perfect flavor. What I do ask is that you not leave any insults, any derogatory statements in the comment box, because that would be distasteful. We would really appreciate that, and thank you in advance. So Sister Al-Farath is here. She says, yeah, the weather changes have affected my family. I'm sorry to hear that, sis. Yeah, but especially the little ones, huh? Especially the little ones. They're really having a tough time with these strange weather changes that we're having. And not just the weather changes, but only the Most High knows what's going on in the air. What is out there that is causing so many people to have so many issues. I know I went through a period right there where, although I normally don't have allergy symptoms in the wintertime, I started having that. Usually it doesn't happen until the spring. And yeah, I had that a few weeks ago with the stuffiness and, the sinus congestion and everything. So for those that suffer like that, get a neti pot if you don't already have a neti pot. This is what I'm doing morning and night. Sometimes midday, depending on if I'm having any issues at that time, but definitely morning and night, even if you're not congested, because this is the way to flush whatever is trapped in your nose, any particles from pollen or anything else that may cause an allergic reaction. So get a neti pot and really just start flushing at least twice a day, and definitely before going to bed. Shalawam, Sister Phyllis. Shalawam, welcome. You said I had allergies yesterday, which is why I stayed home. Oh, yeah, sorry to hear that, sis. Yeah, a lot of people are dealing with that stuff. But like I said, get a neti pot. And we're going to talk about some other things that you can do as well. So, tis the season. And we're not going for it. We're going to be healthy. We're going to do what it takes to not suffer in these days. We don't have time for that. So also, although I am a certified and licensed physician assistant and functional nutrition informed professional, and I will be touching on topics of health and wellness on my broadcasts, we will not be utilizing this platform to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. So if you are experiencing any medical problems, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are the views of myself or my guest, and not those of any particular church or organization. That being said, let's watch this short video on My Guardian Doc, because as we're discussing right now, as much as we don't like to, sometimes it is a necessity for us to seek out medical care. So I would like to share with you another option to keep in mind, myguardiandoc.com. Give me just a moment to get this video up on the screen for you.
Life can throw unexpected curveballs. When it comes to your family's health, you need someone in your corner. Introducing My Guardian Doc, your virtual medicine program provides compassionate medical guidance and world-class care around the clock. Within minutes, talk to a licensed physician. We are My Guardian Doc. All our doctors are guided by our Patient Safety and Care Equity Council, whose mission is to ensure you receive safe and equitable care. For just $27 per month, your entire household gains access to a team of dedicated medical professionals. Whether it's just sniffles or sneezes, medication refills, or a question about diagnosis or treatment, or the need to speak to a behavioral health specialist in the privacy of your home, no concern is too big or too small. My Guardian Doc is here to help you. No surprise fees, no hidden costs, just quality care when you need it most. With My Guardian Doc, for just $27 per month, your entire household's associated benefits include immediately lower micromort count, which is your 1 in a million chance of dying, on-demand access to doctors, reduce healthcare costs, improve healthcare outcomes, decreased visits to the hospital or emergency room, increase your lifespan, and gain peace of mind knowing your family's health is always protected. From urgent care primary care, medical guidance, prescription discounts, hospital bill negotiation, and much more. My Guardian Doc is here for you every step of the way. Millions of people have expressed a need for My Guardian Doc. Join the fastest growing subscription service. Visit myguardiandoc.com to subscribe today, because your family's health deserves the best.
So that is myguardiandoc.com. And for more information, please visit the website, myguardiandoc.com. And if you would like to sign up for coverage, you can find the subscription link for Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty viewers in the description box just below this video. All right. If you haven't already done so, sisters, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I hope that you are wearing your favorite turban, tee, tunic, or dress. And that being said, let's sip some tea and have healthy talk. Let's get this royal tea party started. Let us do that. So let us talk about the royalties. Let us talk about the royalties that Shebrew royalty has. Let me present. Give me just a second. I'm going to bring these menus up for you. Here we go. In just a second. All right, let us start with kombucha. Kombucha. How many of you know what kombucha is and have had kombucha? And this is Shebrew Royalties specialty drinks menu. And first on the list here is the kombucha. And for those that have never had kombucha, it's a delicious, healthy, fizzy drink that's full of valuable probiotics for gut health. It flavored or plain, it is super refreshing. And believe it or not, it's real tasty. It's delicious. Next on the list is sorrel. It's a sweet but tangy, super healthy Caribbean beverage infused with plenty of warm spices. Then citrus rosemary tea. This is one of our best sellers, is the citrus rosemary tea. It's super refreshing. It's a black tea that's infused with fresh rosemary and yummy citrus fruits, packed with vitamins and antioxidants. And flavored lemonade. We are going into spring and summer, and I am telling you, that's when these lemonades are going to be a hit. This is an upscale version of an all-time favorite beverage made with all natural and organic fruits and herbs, no syrups. Choose from a variety of flavors such as strawberry, raspberry, mango, lavender, rose petals, and more. Just as the kombucha, the selection for flavors is just endless. So that is page 1. That is page 1. Let us get page 2 on the screen here. So let us get page 2 up. So page 2 starts off with, let's see, the green mint tea. And this is just a smooth green tea that's infused with mint leaves. And it's so super refreshing. Next is the spiced apple cider. A delicious blend of apples, oranges, and warm spices, a healthy hot beverage to warm you up on those cold days and nights. Then there's a turmeric. Let's see. On your menu there, it's the ginger beer. The ginger beer. Why is it not on? I pulled up one of my older menus. So ginger beer is a spicy but sweet Caribbean drink as well. It's an island favorite. And for those of you that have had ginger beer, you either really like it or maybe you don't, because it can be really spicy. But when you order it here from us, you can have the spice level that you want. If you want it a mild spicy or if you want it super spicy, you let me know and I will deliver. Then there's the turmeric antioxidant tea. It's a super powerful anti-inflammatory tea that's not only healthy, but also tasty. And last but not least on the list is the very berry antioxidant. This drink is a powerhouse of antioxidants. It's packed with multiple berries, spices, and herbs that just work together to help you fight off sicknesses and diseases and to keep you healthy. And you see the price. Why? Because it is, like I said, it's a powerhouse. It has so many berries. And we know berries, especially those dark berries, pack a lot of antioxidants. And so if you want to stay healthy, this needs to be added to your favorite drinks. That's all I'm saying. It is so good. It is so good. So those are the drinks that are on the Royalties menus. What do you all think of those, sisters? What do you think? I know I love them. I love them. Let me get rid of these off of here. And we are going to keep it moving. So that's the menu for Shebrew Royalties. So sisters, speaking of teas, what is your cup of tea or glass of tonic tonight? What are you sipping on? Talk to me. You know I'm going to ask this question. Every Sunday I ask this question. Why? Because I'm kind of nosy. And two, because I really do care. I really want to know what you are out there, what you're sipping on. Sister Adna says they all sound delish. They are, sis. They really are. Yes, they are. And I'm saying this, and I'm not saying it because I make them. I make them that way. I make them for them to not just be healthy, but also delicious. So you're not having to go to those stores and buy that artificial stuff that's out there. When you order from Shebrew Royalty, the Royalties, you're getting all organic ingredients. And not to mention made with love, made with, prayers and blessings, because, that's just what I do. Sister Jean says, I'm dry tonight. I may have some tea later. Okay, that's okay. Sister Hapkarat says, same here, Sister Adna. Okay, you're having water. Okay, that's good. That is good. So my cup of tea tonight is nettle tea. It's called either nettle or stinging nettle tea. And the reason I chose this tea tonight is because of its antihistamine properties. So as I mentioned earlier, we are embarking on a new season. We're going into spring. And this is when everything starts to bloom. We're going to see the pollen in the air. We're going to, people are just going to start sneezing, because this is a time of year when everything out there is blooming. Everything is coming back to life after the dead of the winter, right? So many people suffer from hay fever, allergic rhinitis, and sinusitis, which can trigger asthma attacks and exacerbations at this time of year. So now is the time to start preparing if you happen to be affected by seasonal allergies and or asthma. So it's always best to start prophylactically, which means before you start having the symptoms, so you can prevent these symptoms. And even if you have the symptoms, if you get started now preparing, they may not be as severe as if you don't start preparing. So what we want to do is to avoid or reduce the risk of these ailments rather than waiting until the symptoms start and then trying to undo the problem. Especially because with natural remedies, these tend to take a while before they kick in and start working. Sister Carla, Shalawam says, Shalawam. The water, sis, the water. All praises to the Most High. The water. You're having Ticino vanilla nut tea. That is good. That's good stuff, sis. That is good stuff. Yes, Sister Khan, Sister Adina. Yes, it is good for preventing prostate cancer as well. That is correct. Yes, all praises. So let us watch this video. In this video, it's by Newest Documentaries. This is Best Natural Antihistamines for Allergy Relief, Seasonal Allergies, Hay Fever, and Allergic Rhinitis. So this video is not specific to just the nettle tea, which is so good. I'm having it with a drizzle of honey, and I am telling you, it is actually one of my favorite teas. And it's known also to help with hair growth. There are just so many very good properties that this tea brings, or benefits that this tea brings. So this video, Best Natural Antihistamines for Allergy Relief, Seasonal Allergies, Hay Fever, and Allergic Rhinitis. Let me bring that up on the screen. Shalawam, Sister Didi. Yes, it is really good. It's a real, and if I'm not mistaken, I think blood pressure, high blood pressure is one of the other things that stinging nettle tea helps with. So let's watch this video by Newest Documentaries. And this is Best Natural Antihistamines for Allergy Relief, Seasonal Allergies, Hay Fever, and Allergic Rhinitis. Fair use. This is for educational purposes only.
Best natural antihistamines for allergy relief. People around the world spend billions of dollars on antihistamine drugs to fight seasonal allergies like pollen allergy, hay fever, sinus infections, nasal congestion, sneezing, and itchy eyes. While these antihistamine drugs provide allergy relief and reduce allergy symptoms, these have their own list of side effects. Because of this, many people turn to natural allergy cures. There are several natural antihistamine foods and herbs that you can try at your home. 1. Quercetin. Quercetin is a flavonoid or plant pigment. Quercetin inhibits the release of histamine, decreases pro-inflammatory cytokines, and balances the immune system response. Quercetin reduces allergy symptoms such as itchy, watery eyes, sneezing, and sinus congestion. Quercetin is available in the supplement form. In fact, it is the main ingredient in several anti-allergic drugs that act as immunomodulators due to their suppression of pro-inflammatory cytokines. These mechanisms make quercetin a common choice for seasonal allergies treatment. Most often, an enzyme called bromelain is included in quercetin supplements to increase its bioavailability. Good sources of quercetin are citrus fruits, onions, garlic, apples, parsley, tea, tomatoes, broccoli, lettuce, legumes, and berries. 2. Butterbur. Butterbur extract is mostly praised for its ability to reduce the frequency of migraines. And there are a few studies that show that butterbur may be helpful for those suffering from hay fever, allergic rhinitis, and itchy eyes. One study concluded that butterbur tablets can be just as effective as an oral antihistamine drug. 3. Stinging nettle. Research shows that stinging nettle leaf is a potent natural antihistamine and mast cell stabilizer. It naturally blocks histamine production. It can be made into a tincture or tea, but for allergy relief, capsules made from dried nettle leaves are the most effective option. 4. Garlic. Garlic is known as a natural antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and natural immune booster. Garlic contains a sulfur compound, called diallyl disulfide, which fights the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Garlic also contains quercetin, that inhibits the release of histamines. This makes it best natural antihistamine, especially for sinus infection and common cold. Just take 1 crushed clove of raw garlic and see how it works for you. 5. Rosemary. Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid, which has been shown to have anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some studies have found that it may help relieve asthmatic symptoms. One study discovered that rosmarinic acid can suppress allergic immunoglobulin. If you do try taking a rosmarinic acid supplement, experts advise taking it with meals to avoid an upset stomach. 6. Turmeric. The active component of turmeric is curcumin, which has anti-inflammatory and antihistamine properties. Curcumin inhibits the release of histamine and allergic response. Just take a half teaspoon of turmeric powder, mixed with some black pepper powder to increase its bioavailability. 7. Ginger. Antihistamine properties of ginger are similar to turmeric, and it also boosts the immune system. It can be grated and added to foods, and can be drank as a tea. 8. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. It boosts the immune system, reduces inflammation, oxidative stress, and acts as a natural antihistamine. A study suggests taking 2 grams of vitamin C daily acts as an antihistamine. 9. Probiotics. Probiotics help the body maintain a healthful balance of gut bacteria. Probiotics may boost a person's immune system, which can help the body fight off allergies. 10. Omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids stabilize cell membranes, making them less likely to release histamine when an allergen arises. The recommendation is 2 servings of fish a week. Other foods rich in omega-3 are walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. 11. Essential oils. Many essential oils work as natural antihistamines. Lavender essential oil possesses strong anti-inflammatory properties that will treat and relieve most allergic reactions. Peppermint essential oil is strong and opens clogged sinuses almost immediately. It also has anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving, and congestion-relieving abilities. It opens airways and relieves a scratchy throat. Eucalyptus essential oil opens up the sinus and lungs and reduces the symptoms of allergies. Lemon essential oil works as a natural antihistamine, relieves excess mucus, and cools down inflammatory reaction. It also helps with respiratory conditions. Lemon is also known for its antibacterial properties. It is best used in a blend with lavender and peppermint essential oils. This is it, guys, for today's video. Please like the video and share with others. Also subscribe to my channel. Thanks in advance. Best natural.
So yes, I wanted to bring out this video just because, like I said, we are going into this season and we're already seeing where so many people are suffering from upper respiratory infections, sinusitis. I really believe a lot of these issues are being triggered by allergies, especially if you're not exhibiting, having any fever or anything like that. I really do believe a lot of these symptoms, these issues are coming from the allergies. So if we start now, with all, not just the nettle, but like it says, the onions for the quercetin, the garlic, there were just the vitamin C. I'm here eating oranges and tangerines all day, I'm really boosting my immune system with the berries, the green leafy vegetables. Also, the kombucha, like it says, the gut health is so important. And we're going to go into gut health again because it is so important that we discuss gut health. We can't talk about gut health enough. 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So we need to talk about it more often. We need to have these reminders of the importance of having good gut health and how to achieve that. Sister Jean says, I have stinging nettle in pill form. I bought it. Oh, okay, never knowing its purpose. Well, voila, there you have it. I don't know if you deal with allergies, but there you go. There you go. And just in case, you've already got it on hand. That's what I'm talking about, Sister Jean. You're always prepared. You are always prepared. Again, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, Shebrews. We're about to get started. And as I mention every Sunday, I do not promote on social media because I do not have an account on any social media platforms. So I depend on your support by sharing the channel and also inviting other sisters, family, friends by word of mouth or through your social media to join us, because we do go into some really important topics here on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. So yes, please do share. So let's talk about the last 3 weeks shows. It started off, it was supposed to be one show, and it ended up morphing into a series of 3 episodes. 3 episodes. And February's theme was women's wellness. And the last 3 episodes, we actually talked about ageless wellness, tailored strategies for women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. And I think that was a very informative series. What do you think, sisters? Did you learn much from that? Shalawam, Sister Shamira. So good to see you. So good to see you. Shalawam. Welcome. Yeah, those shows revealed common issues that present themselves in women during these decades and how to address them, and not only address them, but to thrive in spite of them. So, hey sis, Sister Althea, I was unable to get in the live chat until just a minute ago. Oh my goodness. But I'm here. Yes, all praises. I'm so glad you made it in. Yes, good to see you, sis. Good to see you. So yeah, those shows were quite informative. And so tonight, well, those shows really, once again, they set the stage for tonight's show. Self-care is essential for well-being, because we talked about so many issues that we go through in different phases and stages of our lives. And if we're not, during these periods, practicing self-care, then those issues tend to mount up, and then you go into, from decade to decade, bringing issues from the previous decade into the new decade, and it's like there's never any relief. So we have to learn how to care for self. And as women, we are naturally the nurturers, the caregivers for our loved ones, our children, our husbands, our elderly parents, and for others. We are the ones that are basically, we're the glue that holds everyone and everything together in our homes and even on our jobs. we're the ones that others come to when they aren't feeling well, when they need advice, when they're having a stressful day, when they need a shoulder to cry on, or simply just need to vent, right? How many of us have had to wear all of those hats? Yes, yes. People come to us when they're not feeling well because we know how to nurture, we know how to, help others through these difficult times. Why? Because a lot of us have gone through the same thing that somebody else is going through. And so we know how to, basically, for the most part, help others through their difficult times. Sister Anna says, sis, you hinted there was a show last Thursday, but I never received a notification. It was about gut health. Sis, oh no, sis, that is the TNT that we're supposed to be participating in for the church. That was for TNT. We'll talk about that after the show because it was postponed for this Thursday. So that's for TNT. That's the gut health that you and I talked about. But yes, we'll talk about that after the show. So yeah, we're the ones that, we're basically that shoulder to cry on. We're here to give advice when anyone is having a stressful day. So imagine you're taking on everything from everyone else and you don't know how to release it yourself. So that's what we need to learn how to do, is to not to stop helping others, but know when to help yourself, when you need self-care. And the key to that is not feeling any sort of way, not feeling guilty because you need a break. Because self-care isn't selfish. But why is it that when we feel overwhelmed and just need to unplug for a minute, why is it that we feel guilty about that? We feel as though if we take time for ourselves, we're being selfish. How many of you ever feel this way? Like, I just need a break, but oh my gosh, I can't afford to take a break because this person needs me, that person needs me. I can't leave work. I can't not go to work. Although I'm not feeling well, I still have to go to work because if I don't do the work, who's going to do it? Trust me, somebody will do it. That work will get done. It will get done. I know I've had too many jobs that never fell apart when I took a day off. When I went back to work, everything was still running. The building was still standing. The building didn't burn down. Nobody died in the process because I didn't show up for work, because I took a day off. My sister says, you are my go-to person for help when I'm sick or concerned about anything. Thank you, sis. You're welcome, sis. You're welcome. You know I'm always here. You know I am always here for you, sis. I love you. Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be here for each other, but we also have to know how to show up for ourselves. We have to know how to take time out and not feel any sort of way about it. Because I remember, especially when my children were at home, I used to feel that way. I used to feel, love you too, sis. I used to feel like oh my gosh, I need to do this. I need to be here for the children, so on and so forth. I don't have time to do this. I have to work. And I was working plenty of hours, taking care of my children, working plenty of hours, going to school, and trying to balance all of that and still have time for me was really difficult. So I get it. I get it. We have all been in those places, but then I learned that in order for me to be effective in my roles, the roles that I've played throughout my life, as a wife, as a mother, as an employee, as a friend, as a sister, whatever role that I'm playing at that point, I had to first be effective in taking care of me. Because if I don't know how to take care of me, how can I now take care of others? Because the advice that I'm going to give, I better be following my own advice before I give the advice. Otherwise, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? If I'm going to be giving advice, I need to have tried whatever advice that I'm given and proven it to work. So that's why I started prioritizing self-care. I started that years ago, where if I needed the day off from work, I had no problem letting my employer know I need a day off. Matter of fact, I'm taking a trip. I'm going somewhere. I was really good at that. I was really good at taking time off and going on a cruise and going to Europe or whatever it is that I wanted to do. I became so good at taking care of my mental health. And especially, I worked at my last 8 years before retiring. My last 8 years, I was working primarily in psychiatry, chronic pain, and addiction. So imagine, these are some of the toughest, most difficult patients that you can manage. We're talking about chronic pain, addiction, and psychiatric issues, working in a psychiatric facility, working with getting people who are addicted to substances, getting them off of substances, and people who are dealing with chronic pain, helping them to manage their pain. So imagine if I'm dealing with these specific types of patients and I'm falling apart. I'm falling apart. And so that is one of the reasons why I knew it was when it was time for me to walk away and retire, because I then started having my own issues with and I've talked about this numerous times, so you've heard me talk about this, about my neck issues. And I'm getting off work after being on a computer 8, 9, 10 hours a day, and I'm in extreme pain, and all I can do is go to my couch, go to my bed, and lay there and just bawl my eyes out because I was in so much pain. And there was absolutely no way that I could continue to work. I had to choose to step away, amongst other reasons. But that was the main reason why I had to walk away from my career, not just a job. And so sometimes we need to know when it's time to let go, because your self-care is so important to you, right? Because I saw patients who were coming in and they said, I can't afford to retire. I can't afford to retire. And they were in such bad shape. And it's not until you get to the point where you just can't work anymore or just can't function anymore when you decide to take matters into your own hands. So we don't want that to be the story, right? Aquat Sierra says, Khan, yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. So as a matter of fact, I almost took the day off today because up until about 1 p.m., I had no idea what I was going to talk about today on this show. Normally, at least by Friday night or so, I will have an idea of where I'm going with the show on Sunday and start preparing, because the rest of the week I've got so many other things going on that I usually reserve Friday, Saturday night, and sometimes it spills over into Sunday morning to prepare for the show. But today at 1 o'clock, I'm still here trying to figure out, what is this show going to be about? I have no idea. So maybe I told myself, maybe I just need to take the day off. Maybe I'm just not supposed to have a show tonight. And that's when the thought came to me, oh my gosh, I need to talk about self-care, because, if I took the day off today, I shouldn't feel guilty about having to take the day off. The reason I did not take the day off is once I realized, yes, I have a topic now that I can talk about, I felt like, yeah, let me do this show. It wasn't like I was taking the day off because I was feeling overwhelmed, or I was just too tired, or I wasn't feeling well. I just thought, I don't have anything to talk about. But when I found what I was going to talk about, I was so excited to be on the show. I realized at that point, I don't need to take the day off. I got to go out here and talk about when you need to take a day off, or when I really need to take a day off. What is that supposed to look like? What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to feel guilty about it? Are we supposed to let other people make us feel guilty about it? No, we're not. So I was about to post the thumbnail that said day off. That's what I was about to post on YouTube. I am taking a day off today. But the answer to my dilemma came, and here I am having the show. I didn't need the day off after all. So that being said, let's jump right in. If you are just tuning in, Shalawam, and welcome to Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. This is your royal space for health, wellness, and beauty. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that's at the heart of everything that we stand for. Self-care is essential for well-being. Sister Adina says, I just feel so guilty after taking a day off. That needs to change after this show, Sister Adina. That needs to change. It really does. What are you feeling guilty about? That's what I would like to know. What about taking a day off makes you feel guilty? Talk to me. So grab your favorite tea or tonic, take a deep breath, and let's talk about how self-care isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's necessary. It's necessary. So what is self-care? What really is self-care? It's not just a spa day, or a day where we just go to the spa and put on a face mask. Although we love those, we love the spa days, we love, doing all of the aesthetics and all of that kind of stuff, the skincare and so on. But self-care is the intentional practice of nourishing your body, your mind, and your spirit. Sister Adonai says, I feel like things need to get done and no one else will do them. You know what, sis? And this is going to sound, let me see. I've told this to others before, and I know it sounds kind of harsh, but it's not meant to be harsh. It's meant to make you think, right? And when someone says that, if I don't do it, it won't get done. My response is, try dying and see what happens. There are so many people that have died, and this isn't to sound, like I said, harsh, but the world kept turning. Whatever job they were doing at the time, they did not fold. They did not close up shop and say, okay, this person is no longer with us. We can no longer function. And although you may be missed at that time, everything keeps going. The wheels keep turning. Why? Because all of these other people have to function, whether you are there or not. So sometimes we take on that role of God, not even realizing that that is what we're doing. Because we can't do everything and be everything. So when we take a break, the world will still keep going. Everything keeps going because why? We can't be everything to everybody. It's impossible. It's impossible. And so when I got that realization that, you know what? If I get sick and I have to stop doing whatever it is that I'm doing and look around, I see that the same people who thought that, oh, you have to be here at work, or you have to be wherever it is that they need you to be or want you to be, they're still functioning. Their life did not fall apart because you're not there. And I understand when you're raising children and when you have a family and you are that rock. But even in that case, that's where us knowing that there's a higher power than us, the God, the one true God that takes care of them when we can't. So that's my spiel on that. Right? It's about listening to our needs, honoring our boundaries, because we have to have boundaries, and showing yourself the same love and care that you give to others. And some of us have such a difficult time doing that, showing ourselves love and care like we do for others. Because when those around us are sick, what do we do? What do we tell them? Oh, go to bed, sip some tea, relax, take some time off. We're encouraging others to do the things that we're not even willing to do ourselves. It is a balancing act. It is a balancing act. But as with anything, when you see someone at the circus, what do they call those people that walk on the tightrope and they have the stick and they're balancing and they're walking? They did not start off that way. They had to learn how to walk on that tightrope and how to balance. So same thing here. We have to learn how to balance, but it's not going to happen if you don't start working on it. You have to step out and start giving it some effort. And you may not be so good at it at the beginning, at balancing, but you will learn. You will learn how to balance. Sister Althea says, we come and network. Let me see. I'm trying to see that screen and I'm having a difficult time. So let me see what you said here, Althea. We came and met work. We will die and leave work. So don't try to take it with you. Do your best and leave the rest. My grandfather used to say this. Yeah, he used to say that all the time. Do your best and leave the rest. Yeah, I mean, that's so much pressure. And a lot of times it's not the other people that it's imposing those pressures on us. We're imposing them on ourselves. We are trying to be superhuman. And what does that do? That stresses us out. And because of the stress, that breaks down our immune system. And next thing you know, the same thing that we are trying to avoid, we're trying to avoid not having to take a day off. But because we're so stressed out and our immune system is so weakened, we are forced to have to take a day off. And we're not even enjoying the day off because we're taking it off because we're sick, rather than taking a day off to prevent us from getting sick. Does that make sense? So in today's fast-paced world, many of us, especially as women, put everyone else first. But when we neglect ourselves, our health, our energy, and our peace suffer. And a lot of times the same people that we are talking about showing up for, that we can't take a day off work to take care of ourselves, we start to resent those people. We start to resent the work, the job, right? We start to resent it because we are not standing up for ourselves. And so in order to avoid the resentment, what we do is acknowledge that, first of all, acknowledge you're human. Acknowledge that you're going to get tired, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to need a break to rebalance. And because you're human, that comes with being a part of being human. So why are you feeling guilty for being human? So true self-care is about creating balance, replenishing your spirit, and maintaining overall wellness. Maintaining. Otherwise, you get sick and now you're not maintaining your wellness. Now you have to attain wellness. Now you have to go after getting well again, rather than doing what it takes to maintain a state of wellness. So let's break down self-care into 4 key pillars. There are 4 key pillars of self-care. Number 1 is physical self-care. And this is where we are nourishing our temple through movement, through rest, and nutrition. Whether it's sipping an herbal tonic, stretching in the morning, or getting enough sleep, taking care of your body fuels everything else in your life. You have to take care of your body physically. It's like trying to drive a car that has no gas. or no engine. Where is this car going to go? It has no gas, it has no engine, but yet you're trying to drive it. So that's what you're doing with your body if you deplete it by not getting proper rest, not exercising, not giving it proper nutrition. Number 2 is emotional self-care. Allowing yourself to feel, to process, and to release emotions in a healthy way. And that's the thing. If we don't release it in a healthy way, what happens? It builds up. And you're on the job and someone says something that just ticks you off, just something small. And because you have not been releasing these emotions in a healthy way, you've been stuffing them, you just explode on this person on the job. You just explode. And everybody is wondering, well, what just happened? And that is because you have not been taking care of yourself emotionally. You're not allowing yourself to feel, to process, and release emotions in a healthy way. So how can we do that? By journaling, by having deep conversations with others. If there's something that's going on that is basically an irritant, address it. So Thea said that was me for 3 weeks ago, sick with the flu. Yes, you were really sick. Yeah, you were really sick, and I'm so glad you're doing better now. So learning how to care for yourself through with these 4 pillars is going to be key. So having these deep conversations can all be powerful tools for emotional balance. So we have the physical and we have the emotional. Next, we have mental self-care, protecting your peace and mind from stress and negativity. And how do you do that? This includes setting boundaries. Many of us don't know how to set boundaries. We feel as though it's a sin to say no. It is not sinful to say no. It's okay to say no. And I don't know how many people have told me, well, I just don't like saying no. I just don't know how to say no. Well, guess what? Here's some food for thought. Whenever you say no to something, you're saying yes to the opposite. Or whenever you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to the opposite. For instance, if someone comes to me and say, hey, Sister Qala, can you do such and such and such for me? And I already know that I have something happening at the same time when they want me to do such and such. I have a choice now to either say no to them and yes to me, or say yes to me and no to them, because I cannot occupy 2 spaces at the same time. I cannot be there with them at the same time that I'm here doing whatever I need to do for me. So at that moment, I have a choice. Who am I going to say no to? Who am I going to say yes to? That's a choice that we have. And if I already have something planned, why should I feel guilty if I have to say no? Now, there are times when, yes, that person's issue may be more crucial. And so you can now make that decision. Well, I'll put off what I have going on because this is so much more important. But that's That's a decision for you to make. But if that is not the case, and you say, what I have going on is much more important and I need to take care of this, there is no reason for you to feel guilty about that. That is called setting boundaries. Because otherwise, everybody will have you pulling in every direction that they want you to be in. And before you know it, you are playing the supporting actress role in their performance. You're the supporting actress for everyone else. They're the main character. You're the supporting actress playing whatever role it is that they have for you to play. And there are times for that. There are times when we do need to play that supporting actress role for someone else's production. But guess what? There are times when we need to be playing the role of the main actress and have others in the supporting roles for us. And that's okay. We can't be the main character every time, and certainly can't be the supporting actress at all times. It's about finding balance. The next thing is limiting social media intake. Oh my goodness. I remember when I was on social media. Wow. That stuff, it is so time consuming. And if you do not know how to balance that, you will get sucked into the social media black hole. I unplugged from social media back in, was it March or April of 2019. And wow, it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be to unplug. It wasn't as hard, but there's a whole story behind that as well for another day. But limiting social media intake is important, and feeding your mind with knowledge and positivity. If you're constantly learning, constantly studying, constantly just feeding on positive things, that is a way to protect your peace and your mind from stress and negativity. But when you're idle, that's when the negative thoughts come in. That's when, your peace is disrupted, right? And I'm talking about staying productive, but also knowing when to unplug and just rest. Just rest. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I'm in this house, I'm here by myself. There's no TV on. There's nothing but stillness. And it's not until later in the day or in the evening that I thought, oh, wow. There was no TV on. There was nothing going on all day as far as distractions. And it felt so good. I get so much done. And then, so we've talked about the physical self-care, emotional self-care, mental self-care. Number 4, top of the list, spiritual self-care. Connecting with the Most High God, whether through prayer, reading, meditating on His Word, or studying His Word, listening to Bible lessons, whatever it is, biblical lessons, whatever it is that connects us to the Most High God, spiritual wellness will keep us grounded and whole. And I think that's where it all begins. It all begins there. So those are the 4 pillars: physical self-care, emotional self-care, mental self-care, spiritual self-care. Those are key. Those are key. So, why is taking time for yourself essential? Why is it essential? So let's explore this article by AHAYAH Wellness. And this article is The Importance of Self-Care, Why Taking Time for Yourself is Essential. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this article share the link for the article so you can follow along. So you can follow along with me as I go into this article. So there it is. Sisters, you can pull that up and follow along with me. And this is by AHAYAH Wellness. And it says, this is the importance of self-care. Why taking time for yourself is essential for well-being. And here it says, self-care isn't selfish. It says in today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of work, family, and social obligations, often leaving little time for yourself. However, neglecting self-care can lead to burnout, stress, and a decline in overall well-being. Taking the time to prioritize your mental, emotional, and physical health isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. In this blog article, we'll explore the importance of self-care, how it impacts your overall health, and practical ways to incorporate self-care into your daily routine. So what is self-care? Self-care is the practice of taking deliberate actions to maintain and improve your health and well-being. It involves recognizing your needs and taking steps to meet them, whether that's through physical activity, relaxation, healthy eating, or setting boundaries. Self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding what works best for you and making it a priority in your life. So here are some benefits of self-care. Engaging in regular self-care has a wide range of benefits that contribute to your overall health and happiness. Here are some key benefits of prioritizing self-care. Number one, reduces stress. One of the most immediate benefits of self-care is its ability to reduce stress. When you take time to relax and focus on yourself, it helps lower cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone, and allows your body and mind to reset. Whether it's through meditation, exercise, or simply taking a break from your daily routine, self-care helps manage stress and prevents it from becoming overwhelming. Number two, improves mental health. Self-care practices like mindfulness, journaling, or spending time in nature can significantly improve your mental health. These activities help clear your mind, reduce anxiety, and promote a positive outlook on life. By taking care of your mental well-being, you're better equipped to handle life's challenges and maintain a healthy emotional balance. Number three, enhances physical health. Physical self-care, such as regular exercise, getting enough sleep, and eating nutritious foods, directly impacts your physical health. Engaging in physical activities you enjoy, like walking or dancing, not only keeps your body strong, but also boosts your mood and energy levels. Prioritizing rest and relaxation helps your body recover and function optimally. Number four, boost self-esteem and confidence. Taking time for yourself and prioritizing your needs sends a powerful message that you value yourself. This can boost your self-esteem and confidence, making you feel more empowered and in control of your life. When you care for yourself, you're more likely to set and achieve goals, cultivate positive relationships, and live a fulfilling life. Number five, prevents burnout. Burnout is a state of physical and emotional exhaustion, often caused by prolonged stress. It can lead to feelings of detachment, low motivation, and a decreased sense of accomplishment. Regular self-care prevents burnout by allowing you to recharge and maintain a healthy work-life balance. By taking breaks and setting boundaries, you can sustain your energy and enthusiasm for the things that matter most. Number 6, fosters stronger relationships. When you take care of yourself, you're better able to care for others. Self-care allows you to show up fully in your relationships, whether with family, friends, or colleagues. By maintaining your own well-being, you have more to give to those around you, leading to healthier, more supportive relationships. So how can you incorporate self-care into your daily routine? Making self-care a regular part of your life doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Here are some practical tips for incorporating self-care into your daily routine. Number 1, start small. Begin with small, manageable changes that fit easily into your day. This could be as simple as setting aside 10 minutes each morning for meditation or reading or praying or reading the word, taking a short walk during lunch, or practicing deep breathing exercises before bed. Number 2, schedule self-care. Treat self-care like any other important appointment by scheduling it into your calendar. Whether it's a monthly massage, I'm going to go with weekly exercise class or daily journaling session, having it on your schedule makes it more likely that you'll stick to it. Number 3, set boundaries. Learn to say no to activities or commitments that drain your energy or take time away from your self-care. Setting healthy boundaries is crucial to maintaining balance and ensuring you have time for yourself. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment and fully engaging with your surroundings. Practice mindfulness during everyday activities like eating. And this is one of the things that we talked about in a previous show. It was about mindful eating. If you haven't seen that show, go back and please watch that show. That's such a good show. Mindful eating. Walking or even washing the dishes. This can help you feel more connected to yourself and reduce stress. Prioritize rest and relaxation is number 5. Make sleep and relaxation a priority. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night and take regular breaks throughout the day to rest and recharge. Consider incorporating relaxation techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or aromatherapy into your routine. And when we talk about meditation, we talk about meditating on the word of the Most High God. That's how we meditate. Number 6, engage in activities you enjoy. Self-care should be enjoyable, not a chore. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's reading, gardening, painting, or spending time with loved ones. Doing what you love is a powerful form of self-care. Number 7, nourish your body. Pay attention to your diet and ensure that you are nourishing your body with wholesome, balanced meal. Hydration is also key. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Listening to your body's needs is an important aspect of self-care. So, overcoming common self-care barriers. Despite understanding the importance of self-care, many people struggle to make it a priority. Common barriers include, what did we just talk about? Guilt. Feeling guilty about taking time for yourself is a common barrier. It's important to remember that self-care isn't selfish. It's necessary for your well-being and allows you to be your best self in all areas of life. Number 2, time constraints. Busy schedules can make self-care feel impossible. However, self-care doesn't have to take hours. Even short, consistent practices can have a big impact. Finding small moments throughout the day to care for yourself can make a difference. Number 3, perfectionism. The idea that self-care needs to be perfect or looked a certain way can be a barrier. Remember that self-care is personal and should be tailored to your needs. There's no right or wrong way to do it, as long as it's beneficial for you. So in conclusion, it says here, embrace self-care as a vital part of your life. Self-care is not a luxury. It's an essential part of maintaining your overall health and well-being. By prioritizing self-care, you can reduce stress, improve your mental and physical health, and prevent burnout. Remember, self-care is a personal journey that requires self-awareness, intention, and consistency. Start by making small changes and gradually building a routine that fits your life. Whether it's through mindfulness, physical activity, relaxation, or simply taking time to do what you love, self-care is about nurturing yourself and recognizing your worth. By embracing self-care as a vital part of your life, you'll not only enhance your own well-being, but also positively impact those around you because you're happier. You're happier, and when you're happier, people like being around you. When you're not happy, when you're feeling grumpy because you're burned out, no one wants to be around you. You become negative Nancy. After all, when you take care of yourself, you're better equipped to care for others and live a more balanced, fulfilling life. So there we go. I think that was a very, very good article about self-care. So, what are some of your greatest obstacles that get in the way of your self-care? Post some things in the comment box for me. What are some of the greatest obstacles that get in your way of your self-care? For myself, on some days, it just seems like there's just not enough hours in the day. Some days, when I fail to follow a routine, I end up not prioritizing and trying to do too much. As we all know, I always talk about me and my 13 jobs because I'm a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, and a doctor and a lawyer, all of that. You know, with being Benjamin, we have 13, 14, 15, 16, sometimes 30 jobs. That's what we do as Benjamin. So that's one of my greatest obstacles is doing too much. Sister Adana says, you're getting in your own way. Stop, get out of your way. You said, I agree, it's time. Yes, time. It just seems like years ago, there were more hours in the day. All of a sudden, the days are so much shorter. I'm telling you, there are no more 24 hours in a day. I don't know what to say, but the days have shrunk. Back in the day, I was able to, take care of the children when I was married, take care of the husband, take care of the children, work, go to school, work out. I had all this energy and all this time. And now that I'm retired, it's like I wake up and then it's time to go to bed. Where did the time go? What is going on? So Sister Phyllis says, yes, I feel there isn't enough time. I am taking care of my husband, and sometimes I don't stop until bedtime. Wow, sis. And like it says here, just find little short periods when he's napping. Now it's time for you to take a nap or do something else. Get in the tub and just soak. Oh my gosh, soak in the tub with some, we'll talk about this later, some essential or bath soaks and Oh my goodness. Yes, that is a time when he's napping. That's the time for you to take care of you. When he's watching television or whatever, sneak off into somewhere and do something really quick that's going to just make you happy in that moment. Sister Althea says, my problem is the weather and illness. But yes, even with the weather, being indoors, you can still do some self-care indoors. There's so much you can do indoors for self-care. And the illness, yes, that puts a damper on everything. But during an illness, guess what? You are forced now to care for yourself. You're forced to take care of yourself. You didn't have a choice. You now had to take time off work to take care of yourself. You now had to rest in order for your body to heal. You now had to drink teas and do the things to make you well. So you were forced into self-care. So what we're talking about is trying to do these things that's going to reduce our stress, reduce burnout, and all of the things that causes our immune system to crash. And we start doing these things, taking care of this in advance. And guess what? It's going to lower the chances of us getting sick, the risk of us getting sick. So when we do have self-care, it's because we're doing it so we can enjoy that time, not because we're sick. So Sister Jean says, I work harder now that I'm retired than when I was in the workforce. I'm always tired. You have to do something about that, sis. You have to find those breaks in there to replenish. You have to have, even if you have one day out of the week where you say, this is my day, or this is the hour, you have to find some time in there, because otherwise, what is it all about? What are we working so hard for if we are not enjoying the fruits of our labor? Why are we working so hard if we are not working towards the goal to enjoy life? That's what work is supposed to be for. Otherwise, guess what? It's vanity. Otherwise, it is all vanity. We have, even when we're working, the goal should be to work doing something that I enjoy so that it doesn't feel like work, especially when we're retired. Especially when we're retired. A lot of us worked on jobs, to bring in the money and so on and so forth, in order to take care of the family. And so some of us worked on jobs that we didn't enjoy. I actually really enjoyed when I was a medical provider. I loved what I did. I started in medicine at such a very young age, in healthcare at such a very young age, and I loved my career. But it got to the point where now doing what I was doing was no longer working for me on a physical level. And because of that the physical issues that I was experiencing, that now was causing my mental and emotional to not be so well. So I had to step away from that. So now everything that I do, now that I'm retired, everything that I'm doing it because I really love it. I really enjoy doing the things that I'm doing. Sister Adana says, today, Althea says, true. Yes, tomorrow is my born day. And after this conversation, I'm just going to chill. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Sister Adana. You have to put it into action. It's not going to happen unless you do it. You have to do it. You have to show up for yourself. You have to put that cape on and come soaring in to save yourself from yourself. You have to save yourself from yourself. A lot of times we are our worst enemies, because last time I checked, I have not seen a slave master with a whip lately. I have not seen the slave master with the whip. So, we have control over a lot of things that we are doing. So if it is not working for our benefit, then we need to reassess why we're doing it and how can we do it differently so that we can enjoy it while still making money, still making a living, doing whatever it is that we're doing. How can we do that? It is possible. So what are some of the self-care practices that you all perform? So now I know what are some of the obstacles, but what are some of the self-care practices that you perform on a regular basis? So like I mentioned, I unplugged from social media back in 2019, and that was huge. That was super huge for me. And I don't foresee myself going back. I've talked about getting on Instagram, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that if I do anything, because I was thinking Instagram, and when I really thought about Instagram, it's not going to serve my needs. It really isn't. What would serve my needs is Etsy, because I can post my products on there, which I'm going to talk about in just a minute. Post my products on there. I can sell it. I don't have to really be socially active with others other than my customers that purchase whatever. I can mail their products out to them. It's not something that is going to be a social networking thing for me. It's to perform business transactions, and that is it. So Sister Adana says bubble bath. Treating myself to a nice dinner. Yes, that is nice. Taking yourself out to dinner or going out with others. Yes, absolutely. Getting a nap in daily. That's good, Althea. That's good. Getting a nap daily. That's huge. That's a great accomplishment. For myself, part of my self-care is when I get up in the morning, and one of the first things that I do once I'm awake, open the blinds, the curtain, the blinds, and let the light in, the sunlight in, sit down, I have certain scriptures that I read in the morning. Of course, we start off with prayer, but then I read my Bible in the morning, have tea time, and then the other things that I do is the relaxing baths, aromatherapy. Some days go for a walk. My sauna, my far infrared sauna treatments, that is so relaxing for me. My massages, I have once a month massages. Listen to biblical lessons. Like I mentioned earlier, some days I just unplug from the TV or just turn it on where I'm listening to relaxing instrumental music. That is so calming, just relaxing. I have my chiropractic care every 2 weeks. Eat a well-balanced diet. Try to drink my water. Sometimes I'm not really good at that, at making sure that I get enough water on a daily basis, but I'm working on that. And avoid too much sugar and salt. Those are some of the things that I do on a regular basis. So, Sister Adana says, a nap, Sister Althea, what is that? LOL. Sister Phyllis says, talk with my daughters and spending time with my two eldest granddaughters. Yes, awesome. Awesome. So yes, that's another thing. Getting on, those of us, for myself, my children and grandchildren aren't here, but getting on the phone with them, talking to them, connecting, my son is still in California. We FaceTime with with the grandchildren and him and his wife, and my daughter, she's here in Texas, but elsewhere, and do the same thing. We FaceTime sometimes, and we talk regularly. So these are things that are so important. Staying connected. Talking to my sister, Althea. Althea says, try it, Adana, even for an hour. That's right. That's right. Some days I get an unintentional nap in. I sit down, the next thing you know, I'm in a nap. But yes. So here are some simple yet powerful ways to integrate self-care into your daily life. Start your day with gratitude and intention setting. Sip herbal teas that nourish your body and calm your spirit. Take deep cleansing breaths throughout the day. Deep breathing. Stimulate that vagus nerve that now stimulates, just the relaxation of your body. It calms your heart, brings your heart rate down, gets you into a state of relaxation. Unplug from digital distractions and be present in the moment. Pamper yourself with nourishing body care like a warm bath soak or an aromatherapy oil blend. Say no when needed, and honor that. Don't feel bad about having to say no. Honor it. Embrace it. No is not a bad word. Sister Alcia said, or try sleeping in some mornings. I did that this morning. I slept in this morning. Sure did. Didn't feel guilty about it either. Get enough rest and embrace relaxation without guilt. Remember, self-care is not selfish. It's how you sustain yourself so you can show up fully in your life and for those that you love. So speaking of pampering yourself with nourishing body care like a warm bath soak or an aromatherapy oil blend, let me give you all a heads up. Shebrew Royalty will be rolling out our Temple Treasures royal and luxurious skincare products, which includes bath soaks, face and skin scrubs, lip balms, aromatherapy, body sprays, etc. And these products are curated for outer beauty and radiance, a luxurious skincare collection crafted for royal Shebrews like yourself who honor their glow. Inspired by ancient wisdom and infused with the purest botanicals, our formulations nourish your skin with the richness of nature. So paired with our royalties for inner healing and vitality, Shebrew Royalty is your one-stop shop for total wellness. So we have the Royalties for inner healing and vitality, and we have our Temple Treasures for outer beauty and radiance. So let me just pop something on the screen right here for you. Give me just a moment. So our website is coming. The products will be available for purchase starting on March 30th. So let me just give you a sneak peek of the website that is coming. Here it goes, coming soon. Shebrew Royalty. And the website address, ShebrewRoyalty.com. ShebrewRoyalty.com. So I will keep you all posted. I'm so excited about these products. I've been using them, and because I can't put anything out there that I don't love. I just can't put it out there. I can't put it out there just to quote unquote make money. It's not going to work for me. So I have to try it out. I have to believe in it. I can't sell something. I can't promote something that I am not believing in. That's not my thing. So I am so excited about these products. They are luxurious. And just like the drinks, we're talking about all organic and natural. Sister Jazzy, you are here. Shalawam says, so good to see you. Shalawam. Shalawam. Sister Sarah says, woo, yes. Yes. Sister Sarah, yes, that part. We have to learn to say no. Yes, say no. Say no. Remember that whole thing back in the day? Say no to drugs. Yeah. We have to learn to say no to a lot of things. Because once again, when you say no to one thing, you're saying yes to the opposite of it. And so when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. So the website is coming soon. It is not, I was just showing you, that is the coming soon page. But by March 30th, it will be ready to go. It will be ready to go. That is the plan. Oh, hey, boo, she says. Sister Jean says, I need the shea butter. We will talk. We will talk. Oh my goodness, the bath soaks. Oh my goodness, the body scrubs, the face scrub. Oh my gosh. Yes. You all are going to love these products. I'm just saying. So I am going to post something, a link in the comment box for you. And this is 99 self-care activities. So if you're seeking more options for self-care, here's a list of 99 self-care activities that can improve your quality of life. And this list is by goodrx.com. I am going to share that for you. We're not going to go into it, but you can download it and go through this list of 99 self-care activities. There they are. So once again, remember, it is okay to say no. Setting boundaries is a necessary part of your self-care. It certainly is. So I want you to really take this to heart. You are worthy of care, love, and rest. Care, love, and rest. When you care for yourself, you create a ripple effect of wellness in every area of your life. Everything just starts to fall in place when you start taking care of yourself. That's the order of things. It has to start with you caring for yourself. Otherwise, you'll have nothing to give anyone else. An empty vessel cannot pour anything out. You cannot get anything out of an empty vessel. Nothing. So you have to keep that vessel full so that it's now overflowing with love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, meekness, faith, temperance, all of those good things, right? Feast on those. And when you feast on those, you can now help others. You can now love others. You can now be gentle with others. But you have to start with yourself. You can now be good to others. You can now be kind to others. You can be long-suffering with others. That's how it goes. But it starts with you. If you are impatient with yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you're not long-suffering with yourself, if you can't even be at peace with yourself, how can you be that with anybody else? It starts with you. So make self-care a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. It is not negotiable. It is not up for debate. Just do it. So next month's theme, sisters, next Sunday, we are going into a whole new month, a whole new season. As a matter of fact, we are going into a new month, a new season, a new year, I meant to say. Yes, as well. New year, that's the main thing. It's a new year. So next month's theme, new year, new goals. New year, new goals. How about that, sisters? How does that make you feel? We're going into a new year with new goals. Yes, Sister Jazzy says, yeah. I always tell my daughters to have compassion on themselves. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Be patient with yourself. A lot of us aren't patient with ourselves. We're harsh on ourselves. We're hard on ourselves. Be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. So, sisters, that's it for tonight. That is it for tonight. I hope and I pray that you found the information tonight useful. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and share it with someone who needs this message. You too, sis, Althea, have a good night as well and a wonderful rest of your week also. So let's grow this channel so the information can reach Shebrews throughout the four corners of the earth, and even those that are not Shebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. The water, Sister Adina, the water, all praises to the Most High. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light. So let us just continue to share this light. We're not the source of the light, but we are the vessel that the source uses. So continue to let that light shine through you, sisters. The water, Sister Phyllis. Ayandabar, Sister Jazzy. I am your hostess, Qala Yakachaa. I love you, and I always appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule to have tea and conversation with me. The water. Thank you for your support. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us. So until the Most High brings us back together, may you prosper and be in excellent health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. Ihade Zion, Ayandabar, good to see you. Shalawam. Sister Sarah, oh, the water says, the water. Look at the Most High. I did not put this together until starting at 1 o'clock this afternoon. I had no idea what I was going to speak on. So praise the Most High for the Holy Spirit. All praises to the Most High. Shalawam, sisters. I love you all so much. Have a blessed night, a wonderful, safe week. And be kind to yourself. Be good to yourself. And practice self-care without guilt. I love you all so much. Have a blessed night. Shalawam and Barak Ahtha. AHAYAH. Shalawam, sisters. All praises to AHAYAH. Khan, sis.